guys, welcome to Unleashed Podcast episode number 5. We did it, guys. So it's your girl, as usual, Esther, the Nigerian queen.
It's your girl, Christabel, the one and only sweet Blackberry.
And it's your girl, Izzy, also known as Izzy.
And today, guys, what we're going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about black women, the beautiful black women that you have with
Melanin
you.
queen.
Melanin popping.
We're going to be talking about how do we need to embrace our natural skin more?
100%. 100%.
I agree. I'm just
We're going
silent.
straight into
Yeah, I was just a bit like, yeah, but I 100% agree. We need to embrace our natural skin more. Like, we were born with it. Were we born with makeup?
No way. And yes, we are wearing makeup today,
Yeah.
but that's because we're actually working.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're working. We're creating content. We want to look beautiful for you lot. Even though we
hope
are
you're-
beautiful in our natural state.
Yeah.
But I feel like embracing your natural beauty is key because it makes us comfortable, number one, and you'll
Absolutely.
feel confident.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If you rely on makeup too much, you start forgetting how you really look.
Yeah. I think definitely we black women definitely need to embrace it more. But I do think it's been very difficult, especially like even with me, like growing into self-love, being a black woman, it's been hard.
Definitely.
When you go to like an all-white school, especially, that's what I went to, and the standard of women are like the blonde girls with the blue eyes, and you are there with your afro, and do you know what I mean? You don't feel desirable. When you watch TV, no, you don't see people that look like you. And even when they look like you, it's like with the weaves and with the like the nose looking tiny and a lot of makeup. Like, I don't think it's that easy to just say we need to embrace it. I think it's very hard, especially as a young girl. Like, most young children grow up, black young children, they grow up thinking that they're not good looking, they're not beautiful. And I do think that's because of society.
Of course, yeah.
You said you grew up, or you went to a white predominantly school.
Yeah.
Did they actually pick on you? Or how was that for you?
I would say I just didn't like when you're looking at, because when you're young, it's all about what's going on. You don't really know yourself, you know, and you see like all the blonde girls, they get moved to guys, and you know, like the white guys, they didn't really move to me like that. Do you know what I mean? And you kind of feel like, am I ugly? Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, is there a reason they're not moving to me? Do you know what I mean? And I think I really struggled growing up. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be very honest and just open up. Like, I even wanted to bleach my skin when I was young. Like,
Same.
I literally thought about it. Like, I saw bleach, like
no,
toilet bleach, thinking that that's skin bleaching.
I'm gonna cry.
No,
just by
honestly, I
hearing that.
used to come back from school and I used to cry so much because there was a term back in the days called blick. And that
I'm gonna
word
cry. Why
would
is this episode making me emotional?
that word constantly would get thrown at me.
Yeah.
And I remember there was times where I used to come home from school, lock myself in a bathroom and try and change up my hair. Like, how am I going to make it more straighter? How am I going to make my colour a bit brighter?
Of course, yeah.
And because of that, I ruined my natural hair. I bought perming cream at the tender age of, I think I was like 14. I did not know how to perm hair. I've never done it before. But because of how people were making me feel, I wanted to be white.
Yeah.
Not even light skin. I wanted to be white.
Yeah. I think that's how I felt. Like, especially when everyone around that were desirable were white, I really just did not feel beautiful. Like, imagine wanting to put toilet bleach on your skin. And like, I just hated my afro. I did not want my afro out. Like, I was begging my mum to just buy me wigs and weaves. And my mum hated it because my mum was like a Christian. So she was like a deeper life Christian. And she didn't want you to like wear these weaves.
fake things,
Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, honestly, I think it was literally the self-love. I just did not have it when I was young. And it's even now, like, I've grown to love that I'm a black woman, but even now, like, I still have that feeling that it's kind of like, do I have to still look westernized to feel beautiful? Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't feel as like beautiful if I'm just in my afro, no makeup. I don't think I would go to the club being like, oh, I'm a baddie. And I think that is a problem. Do you know what I mean? It is a problem that it's like when the more westernized you look, the more
accepted. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And the more it's kind of like you're considered that buff thing. Do you know what I mean? And I do think it comes from representation, the way, like you said, the name calling. It's
just it's
honestly.
Can I go back on that, please? Because you went to an all-white school.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
I went to a predominantly black school.
That is very shameful.
My secondary school, there were so many black people, and everyone that used to call me Blick, they were black. They were all black, not one white person, or they never called me out of my name. It was always the black kids. And I used to sit there and be like, what is so wrong with my skin color? What is so, am I dirty? But my mum and dad, they're really, especially my dad, he was really, really dark. So that's where I get my darkness from. Even up to now, yes, I love my colour. Yes, I embrace it. But
baby girl, you should.
Sometimes I feel very self-aware because when I'm walking down to the street to go to the shops or something, a lot of people watch me.
Yeah.
And some people will actually come up to me and be like, oh my gosh, your skin colour's so amazing. But it makes me feel a bit like, oh my gosh, is that why everyone's staring at me because of how dark I am? So sometimes you can feel a bit self-aware.
Yeah. How have you experienced, like, what's your experience?
Honestly, it's thank you guys firstly for sharing. You guys, like, I feel like that's so deep, and it made me just so sad that we actually live in such a world whereby people would actually even not hate you, but like maybe make you feel hated because of your skin color. I don't think anybody should ever be in the positions that you guys were. And you guys are not the only one. I'm sure there's people out there that has experienced that because of their color. I went to a predominantly black school, and I never had that thing of like bullying in terms of like somebody's color or anything. No, I grew up in Namibia, by the way, so that is quite different. My schooling experience is quite different from a lot of people's schooling difference in the UK, and I feel like there's a lot of bullying as well in the UK schools from a very young age. And for me, nobody should, it's just a big no, it's a no-go zone. And yeah, I'm sorry that you guys had to go through that, like feeling like your guys' color is not good enough. Do you understand? I feel like it's beautiful, and it's things that make you guys...
Did you feel beautiful growing up? Living it, like growing up in Namibia?
For those of that, they might
they're
not
all
know.
black.
Yeah, like it's weird because I loved myself, do you understand, from a very young age, but I will be honest, there are people way more fairer than me that I felt some days that, oh, maybe I should be this person's color or something. But there wasn't that urge. It wasn't so strong because there's a lot of black people and we love one another. Do you understand? The community that I grew up in was just, we love each other for who we are. That thing of like, seeing someone on TV or seeing a light-skinned person or just, a white person and thinking, oh, like, what if I was this person, like blonde hair or straight hair, I would be like much fit, like, fit or something. But it wasn't as strong. So I don't feel like I was really attacked, or I loved myself from a very young age. But I feel like my biggest glow up was like growing up. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But my young teenagers, I've had my young teenage moments. But that's
How about
it.
when you came to this country? Like, did you
start to feel...
Yeah.
I started experiencing it from my black friends. Do you understand? It's
in this country.
Yeah, it's
I
so
don't understand
powerful.
that.
It's so strong. It's like when I went abroad for the first time. That's when I experienced, wow, my black is black. Do you understand? Like I'm black. Do you understand? Like because growing up in Africa, you don't feel that because you're surrounded by those people. You really don't feel that, and then you come to like countries like this, and then you feel like, okay, I am black. Yes, I know I'm black, but it shouldn't be the biggest statement when I walk into a room. She's black. You understand?
Like, I don't understand that
You don't need to make someone feel that way. It's absolutely horrible. It's
I would
just...
say a lot of black people, we are broken.
Yeah, because of that.
We are very broken. And I think people don't actually realise that we are still battling with the like effects of slavery till this day. The fact that you, like, it was so evident, like, the fact that you grew up in Africa and you didn't feel undesirable until you came to the Western countries. where like in schools, like even I went to an all white school, so it's like it's understandable that I didn't feel beautiful. But even live like in a all black school and still not feeling desirable, like we are so broken that even within ourselves, we don't appreciate our beauty. Do you know what I mean? And I think that is just really bad. Like,
can we like actually discuss the bleaching? Because like we said, we didn't try, but we was going to try.
Yeah.
People actually go through it and try and do the bleaching thing.
I have family members that bleach.
Oh, same.
And have bleached and can't, like, even in Nigeria now, it's a normal thing. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, it's like, well, yeah, because a lighter woman gets more benefits. So yeah, of course, if I want a nicer man, I'm going to bleach. Bobrisky, that's his whole fan base is about selling bleaching cream to young kids and all that stuff. And it's like, it is coming from the self-love. We don't have that self-love.
I think it absolutely takes away from loving ourselves. And if that is becoming a norm, I really just feel sorry for the upcoming generation. Like my kids, your daughters, like people, we need to teach them to love themselves, like, you know, from a very young age. Because if that is really becoming a norm, you go into the shop and there's actually bleaching creams, like these African stores or some stores they sell it.
They really sell it, bleaching cream.
You know, Caro White, Caro Wet. They're there in stock, ready to be purchased.
Not even just women, men as well.
Men. It's not just a women thing.
There was that footballer that is girlfriend, and then
and
then he changed his skin. Like, I think men. I even have friends that literally like.
I don't understand.
I seen a guy that was black, and I thought it was so beautiful. And now is actually with a white woman. I don't even know if that's linking to it. Now it's so light. It's lighter than me.
It's crazy.
And I'm like, what the hell? And I think it's like not realizing that how in depth this like lack of self-love actually is for even our men that we see as strong.
Deep rooted,
It's
literally.
so deep rooted.
And I feel like, it takes a really long time for it to get out of you. Even if you think you've passed that, like you say, you still subconsciously think about that. Do you understand?
Especially when all eyes are on me, I'm like, the first thing that comes to my head is, are they watching my skin color? That's the first thing. And I shouldn't have to feel like that, but it's because of what I've been through. I also want us to discuss like the comfortability, like us not wearing makeup. How comfortable do we feel like embracing our natural skin?
I mean, you got that quote.
So online, we've seen something that was, you know, shaped the whole internet some days ago. And it was, I'm just going to read it. It says, the clean girl look is low-key anti-black because which black girl is leaving the house with just tinted moisturizer and a dash of concealer? Please, we need to coverage and structure.
Okay.
Yeah. Who was that from?
It's a beauty influencer. Her name is Uche Natori. And then she went and clarified it as well and said, just to clarify, I didn't say black women can't be beautiful without makeup. The clean aesthetic popularized by TikTok doesn't take into account our skin concerns, which is why in my experience, you tend to see more of us opting for higher coverage. Okay, because she does makeup and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I do understand how she clarified it, but to actually put that statement out there and say the clean girl look is anti-black, it was
that's a bit of a stretch.
That was a stretch and such a bold statement to put out there. And I just feel like, okay, we're all humans, we make mistakes, and sometimes we write things and we don't actually even know what we're saying, but that is so huge. And I understand she's an influencer, but that influences all of us. You understand? People, she's got lots of followers, and to make a statement like that makes you feel like, okay, great. As a black girl, so I cannot like go out there basically without makeup or stuff. It makes me feel like, okay, if I go out there basically, the anti-clean girl, like, you know, is not suitable
like
for black people. Like,
I assume we all work, right?
Yeah, like
I go to work 5 days a week. Yeah, well, 4 days a week because one day I work at home. I don't go into work with a full face of makeup. I go in with my natural state. Number one, I don't have time.
Yeah.
Number two, our skin, I don't think can handle every single day wearing makeup. It's unhealthy.
Yeah, it's not.
It's clogging up our pores and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And this is what my mum always says: if you wear too much makeup, your facial
Fine lines, wrinkles.
like it starts coming up.
Yeah.
Your whole face starts changing. You don't even start looking like yourself anymore. So I feel like we really need to start embracing our natural skin so that we can also like show the younger generation, the girls that listen, being in your natural state is beautiful. It's so beautiful. Like girls, I please stop always plastering your face with makeup every single day. Is not cute.
My sister does not wear makeup, but
At all?
Yeah, literally. If she has to go up, it's the most minimalistic. I'm telling you, so minimal. Like my sister's makeup bag would just consist of like a mascara. Like she doesn't even do her brows. She's blessed with thick brows, and she doesn't like to use concealers and stuff because she's like, because she studies cosmetology, so she's into the skin and stuff. And like, great, I love it. She makes me want to be like more like anti-makeup most days, which I absolutely love. Like, and it's okay to be like that. She was born like that. Do you understand? It's okay to enhance your beauty, your natural beauty as black queens with makeup here and there, but to make it an everyday thing and actually get so comfortable with makeup that you don't like your own skin is like scary. Do you understand?
Even going to the shop, you can't even go to the shop because you have no makeup on.
I used to be like that at some point, you know.
Is it?
Yeah, I was like that. I wanted to always plaster my face. And I think it's when I came to the UK, because when I came to the UK, all them
really
girls had their eyebrows on fleek, the brows and the
Yeah.
things. And I said, okay, so this is the motive here. Do you understand? And I really tried to fit into that. But then later on, I was like, F this, like seriously, this is too much for no reason. Who am I trying to impress? Like, if somebody really likes me and wants to mess about with me, they should mess about with me with my natural state. So I think the first 2 years when I came to England, it was like, I need to put makeup just to go buy bread. I needed to put foundation on.
Wow.
Do you understand? It was that bad.
I think I'm more like you as well. Like,
Crazy.
I will wear no makeup to work, like, because I can't be bothered, to be honest. But like, I'm not going out where I know I'm gonna be seen by people, like events, like, do you know what I mean? Without makeup, I still think, like, if I've not got makeup on, I don't feel like a baddie. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm not going to put a nice dress on and put my afro out and no makeup. I just don't feel like a baddie. So I actually hear what she's saying. I think a lot of people saw that as kind of saying black people can't wear, like, it's like black people shouldn't wear makeup. I think what she was trying to say is the, like, society that we live in, it's like for black women, it's like you're not considered a baddie, like, if you don't have makeup. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You're not like, oh, she's so buff, because you don't really see a lot of it. How many influencers that you would say are so beautiful and they don't wear makeup and they've got the afro out? How many can we actually point out to?
It's very few.
Even like in Hollywood, in Nollywood, every like film organization presenting, we don't have that role models to say that, look how beautiful she is. Actually, Lupita Nyong'o, to be honest, she's actually started this wave, but there's not really a lot out there.
No one is following her though. That's the
There needs to be more though. That's the thing.
This
There
is
needs
where
to be
these
more.
influencers need to come in, because you lot influence the
That's what I'm
younger
saying.
generation.
You've got the
So
influence.
you lot should be taking off the makeup, walking out on street or going to these events and be like, yo, this is beautiful. Then maybe they will start following. Do you understand? But
I agree. The influencers definitely need to start being the one to go out there. But it's like, if we don't even feel beautiful enough to do it, how can we expect them? Because they're influencers, but they're human as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, you saying about your experiences, like, you can't go to the shop. I can't go to the club with no makeup, or go for a meal, like, in public with no makeup, because I just don't feel desirable. So is it fair to just leave it to the influencers? Because they don't feel beautiful as well. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, what's the solution sort of thing?
I feel like the solution just comes from ourselves. We have to learn like to love ourselves.
Yeah.
For like you said, for the influencers, for the influencers to do it too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Do what you need to do to feel comfortable, but try and stay away from makeup. I just feel like if you wake up every day, like just do meditation for yourself. Love how you look in the morning when you wake up and you see yourself. That person, that's you. Love that person. I understand you don't feel confident enough to walk to to get into a club without makeup. Yeah,
like,
surely.
you can even start off by walking out of your house and just walking to the end of your road.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, I take
I go to work.
No, I'm just saying that those girls that are
really scared. Yeah.
Start off by leaving your house, walk to the end of your road and be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
And the next step is going to a shopping mall. It could be
right.
Stratford.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Then you're breaking that curse.
It's so, you know what? It actually feels so beautiful and strong.
Yeah.
When I don't wear makeup and I walk, do you understand? Like, I'm like, I don't care. Like, you have that feeling of like, yeah, sure, I don't have my brows done. I don't have this done. And you're going to see other girls who got their face beat and stuff. But when you walk comfortably, even they look at you like, damn, okay. Do you understand?
She's
like,
confident.
You know?
And it puts them a bit like, oh, okay, I'm embarrassed. Like,
I didn't
had to put on this full face.
For, you understand?
And even when someone walks past you and goes, you are beautiful, and you're
Oh
not even
my
wearing makeup.
goodness,
Yo,
I love
I'm on 10.
I
the
think
compliments you get without makeup are so much more powerful and stronger than when you get with makeup, because we damn know you're gonna wipe that makeup off. But your skin without makeup having a compliment is beautiful.
Definitely.
And I think we should just get used to that aspect. Like lesser makeup, loving ourselves, loving our skin,
And I don't want to go into like, well, actually I want to go into it. I want to go into like the pick me situation, because I actually think men need to actually talk about how they like more natural women, not just actually talk about it, because they do talk about it, but they don't actually live by it. Like, men will say, I want a natural girl, but then the natural girl that they're with is like, she's got her body done, like nothing is real. Do you know what I mean? I feel like men actually going for this will actually help a lot of women to think, no, it is desirable. Do you know what I mean? Because I think a lot of the time you feel like you're not going to be chosen. And I know we all don't want to see I'm a pick me, but we want to be chosen by a man we like. Do you know what I mean? So I think if men, especially in rap music, in all these different things, if men started saying, you know what, give me a girl like Lupita and actually date Lupita. Don't just say it. Date Lupita. Do you know what I mean? Let's see you go out in public and say that this is my woman. I think people will be like, okay, Lupita's beautiful, so am I. Do you know what I mean? I think right now it's not being actually acknowledged by men as well. Do you know what I mean? It's like women are trying to do it, but I think because we're not seeing that men actually support the movement, I think we're kind of thinking, oh no, men don't actually like it. And I know it's not just the only factor. There are obviously other factors like self-love as well. But I think that's another factor.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
But we big up all the women that are doing it. Viola Davis, she goes to like red carpets with the afro, the dark skin. She doesn't wear makeup. Like, I find
very
that
minimalistic.
I don't think
I love it.
I would love to get to the stage where I can go to a red carpet with my afro, no makeup. Like you said, it must be so empowering. Like, I am on a red carpet. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to receive an award. The whole world is going to see me like this. And tell me that I'm beautiful. Because a lot of people tell her that she's beautiful. Do you know what I mean?
And the beauty about that is when you actually do end up wearing makeup, you look 10 times, you understand? It just enhances that you already have. Because people are not used to seeing you with so much makeup that it just looks so much prettier. I don't know. I just love, we are a messed up society, first of all. But we need lots of healing. Everybody needs healing. But if we can just start with a little bit of self-love, tiny bit.
It will help.
Definitely will help.
I definitely want to do it more.
And by the way, I don't go to the shops with makeup anymore. That was 4
years
it's
ago.
Broken.
Thank you. Thank you.
Break the yoke of the Western curse. They can't tell us that we're not beautiful.
Yeah.
We are beautiful. Our mothers are beautiful. Our sisters are beautiful. All of us are beautiful.
That's right.
Definitely.
I know, melanin, always.
Definitely.
And the darker the berry,
The sweeter
the
the
juice.
juice, people. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been an emotional one, hasn't
It
it?
has. Surprisingly, I didn't even think it was going to get like this.
I know you were in tears.
No.
Oh, how do you feel?
No, I feel good now that we actually spoke. How do you guys feel?
Do you know what?
Speaking up.
I've never actually said this. I've always kept that inside of me. Like,
I could see you get teary-eyed as well, and I was like, this is deep. This is, yeah.
That is so
yeah,
cute.
like I've never actually said that. I tried to bleach my skin.
I know. I didn't. I can't even believe it came out of my
I
mouth.
know it was because
Yeah.
I was in a moment, but
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you so much, ladies, because this actually helped me like opening up. So thank you, I appreciate it.
Oh, this was an amazing
this is
session.
so cute. Well, guys, I hope you support this moment and actually like, comment
and
subscribe.
Hit the notification button.
Because we'll be back
Yes.
in the next episode.